up, and welcome to my channel, More of Mocha. My name is Simone. This is my very first video, and today we're going to be talking about my nose and why I have so many surgeries. So like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. So I was in a car accident when I was 7 years old, and that's a whole other story itself too. He had to live with my dad, and we didn't know my dad's house had black mold, so I had an allergic reaction to black mold. And I didn't really know until like, I didn't have my first surgery until 7th grade. So, but before then I knew something was wrong, because after the car accident, I would say about a year or two later, I couldn't breathe through my nose. Like, I had to sleep with my mouth open, I had to eat with my mouth open, or I had to hold my breath to eat. Like, it was crazy. I was real small too. I was like 7 when the car accident happened, so 8, 9-ish. You could tell what I could tell in my face. My eyes were spread all the way apart. I'm gonna insert a picture of my passport. Don't talk about it, please. I was going through it, man. When I tell you, growing up, I used to get called hammerhead shark, like a fish, but it's like I knew what I looked like, so I was like, what else can you say about me? So my first surgery in 7th grade, my mom didn't realize nothing was going on, like, until she looked at my nose one day and she could like see the polyps like coming out of my nose. So she got real scared, like she screamed at everything. We went straight to the hospital and I had to get an MRI. When it came back, they was like, if I would have waited any longer, I could have died in my sleep. And then that's when it got serious. Like, everybody was like, what? Like, my mom was crying, my dad was crying. Like, so when he showed us the picture, it was like, ooh, I'm gonna insert a picture of what a normal scan looks like. Hey y'all, so I'm just cutting in while I'm editing this video. So the black spaces in that picture is how a healthy MRI is supposed to look. That means healthy airway and everything like that. In my scan, I had no type of airway at all. Like, all of the black spots was filled with polyps. What my skin looks like. So then this picture is, I got this from Google, but that's basically what my MRI looked like, but both sides look like that light gray part. So like, both sides I could not breathe out of for years. The polyps were like all in my cavities, all up here. It was terrible. And me being little, I'm thinking like, oh, I'll breathe when I grow up, or, you know, I'll breathe when, you know, whatever. I'm not thinking I'm gonna need surgery for this. Like, I'm not doing. So after that, I needed surgery immediately, like 3 days after. So after my first surgery, I had got pictures of it. I'm not sure where the pictures are now, but I could Google a picture and show y'all. But after that, I could breathe, and then I would go to my doctor's appointments, and I was straight. But then my mom stopped taking me to my doctor's appointments. I guess it was too expensive. So I say, like, after that, after I stopped going, a couple of years later, I wasn't able to breathe through my nose again. And when I tell you, after my first surgery, let me go back. After my first surgery, when I came back to school, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you sound so different. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, I couldn't breathe. Like, it sounded like my nose was stuffy all the time. My snoring, oh my gosh, I sounded like I was... I sounded just like that man, probably worse. But if y'all want to know like any extra problems I was going through with my nose, I'll let y'all know, because I don't want to get too graphic or whatever. But yeah, high school, couldn't breathe through my nose. And then I was still going through stuff with my teeth too, because of the car accident. But that's a whole nother story. And if y'all want that story, then comment down below and tell us, be like part 2, what happened with the car accident, you know. So high school, I was going through it. Nobody could tell. Like, my teeth was messed up, like my eyes was like going far apart again. Like, I was so insecure. Like, all through high school, I could not breathe through my nose. It was terrible, having to like eat with people and have to hold my breath to eat with my mouth closed. Like, so I joined the military, and I joined the military so I could pay for my school and so I could have health insurance, you know, so I could get my own stuff figured out. Fast forward to 2021, I still couldn't breathe my majority of my whole life. Like, it was crazy. I got my own health insurance. They referred me to a military doctor. I went to him.
Here we go again.
I went to him and he said I had to have surgery too. The process wasn't like my first time having surgery. It was more like, so my first surgery, I had to take steroids to like to shrink the polyps down so I could have movement through my nose. So my first surgery, that's when I first started getting weight, because I was like this big when I was little. And I had to take steroids to get the polyps to shrink down, like all the way up until my surgery. And then after my surgery, I had to take medicine. But this time, I didn't take anything before my surgery. Like, the only thing I had to do was take a COVID test and then just come. Like, so, and I had the surgery. After surgery, when I woke up, I still felt like, I mean, I know it was right after surgery, but like I could at least have at least a little bit of airway, but it was still nothing. Like, I didn't even have a surgery or anything. Like, I was pissed. I was pissed as fuck. Like, I was like, okay, let me give it a couple of weeks to heal, you know. It didn't give me no, it was nothing. It was just like, give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks came around, still couldn't breathe through my nose. It was still like the same. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm supposed to be able to breathe. So I gave it another week or so, and I'm like, I still can't breathe through my nose. And then at this point, I'm getting real depressed because I'm like, damn, if the surgery don't work, then what's gonna work, you know? So I went back to the doctor. I'm telling him like I'm still snoring. I still can't breathe through my nose. He looking at me like, what's the next step? Like, he don't know what's the next step. And I'm like, shit, you supposed to know. I don't know what's going on. You're supposed to tell me what's going on. So in the back of my head, I'm like, this man don't know what he doing. Like, what? So my last appointment with him was in August. And that's when I was telling him, like, I still can't breathe through my nose. Like, and I could barely smell. And I was like, I'm still having these complications, still having these problems, da da da. He was like, okay, well, we'll see you back in 2 months.
What the?
So I'm like,
No, sir. Not me.
cool. I went to another doctor. This doctor, he's a specialist. So he was a civilian doctor. They took TRICARE, so I went to them. Y'all, when I tell you, my very first doctor's appointment, he looked at my nose. It was like, yeah, you're gonna need surgery again. Mind you, I just had surgery for the same stuff in February of the same year. It was just so stressful. So that surgery that the military doctor did, he gonna tell me after surgery, oh yeah, we removed 2 pounds worth of polyps from your nose. So I'm like, well, damn, 2 pounds worth and I still can't breathe. So my new doctor was like, this is what you need to take, da, da, da. So off bat, I was like, oh, yeah, he know what he's doing. So really, really, really comfortable with them. They're called Atlanta ENT. If y'all have any ear, nose, or throat problems, go to that specialist. He is amazing. After he told me I needed another surgery, he put me on steroids. He put me on 2 nasal sprays. He put me on some medicine that kills the bacteria in my nose, but it also kills the bacteria in my stomach. So I had to take a supplement for that. So I was on like multiple different stuff. So off back, I was like, oh yeah, he know what he doing, because my first surgery, I had to take this. So, you know, I should have known something was up about the other one, because I didn't take no type of steroids or nothing. So the steroids really put the swelling down and I could breathe through my nose, and I'm like, oh my God! Wow! Just like the relief of me able to finally breathe through my nose, like for once, and I could smell stuff. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it here. The surgery come up, and I'm like, all this is happening within the time of the doctor telling me, so let me see you in the next 2 months. Like, I'm already having another surgery within these 2 months. After the surgery, y'all, when I tell you, like, when I woke up, like, I could breathe through my nose. So I was, oh my gosh, I was excited. So after surgery, I was still taking the nasal, one of the nasal sprays. I was taking the Flonase. I wasn't taking the steroids anymore, but I was still taking that medicine that killed the bacteria in my nose, and then the supplements. And well, I'm still taking them right now because I just had the surgery in October 28th, and it is November 12th. Yeah. So I could breathe through my nose like the day after surgery. And I was keeping up with everything. He said, flush my nose with this, do that, do this, do that, do that. I'm following everything because I don't want these things to come back. Okay. He called me like every day. Yeah, checking up on me and stuff. He was like, one time he called me at 9 o'clock at night. Like, he wanted to know how everything was going on. I was like, I love this doctor. I love him. Because my other doctor, he didn't even call me. I wanted to sue the military doctor, but this doctor was talking about something. Oh, they're gonna ask me, and he's gonna say that it's possible for them to come back in this short amount of time. Da, da, da. So basically saying I wouldn't win the case or nothing like that. But I was just like, damn, I was so upset. I was so mad because it's like he didn't really take care of me like how he was supposed to, or he didn't know how to take care of me like how he was supposed to. But kept bragging about his rank in the military and stuff like that. That really irritated me because every time I came to his office, he would brag about his rank, and I'm just like, okay, well, I still can't breathe. So yeah, after surgery, I'm still taking medicine, and I can breathe through my nose. Like, an update about my nose, I am still taking the Flonase, 2 squirts once a day. I'm gonna upload 2 videos of my last 2 doctor's appointments. So in the video, they were taking like scabs out my nose. If you don't want to see it, you could go ahead and skip ahead. But if you do, if you're interested, I'm gonna upload both the videos. The first video. Clean it up. The facial part? Yeah. And then the second video. Good, yeah. I gotta look some more, but clean more and look more. Yeah, hold on a second. Now I'm just getting used to all these different smells. Like, I love the smell of candles. I love the smell of Dior. I've been smelling Dior in these niggas, and nice. It smells really good. Like, it's like my senses are just shot up. I'm trying to get comfortable with the camera, so the more videos I post, y'all will see, like, getting used to it. But at this moment, it's giving Summer Walker vibes. Stay tuned, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you think I could work on, what y'all want to see from me, and stay tuned to my Christmas vlog because it's coming up next. Period.